Welcome to the Dirty 30s. This is what it's like. I don't know if I can show you. I swear, this is the key to me being able to run half marathons now. Look at that big fluffy booty. Glorious. Glorious. It's literally, look. Don't stop. All right, that's enough of that. Happy Monday. How are we all doing? I hope everyone is doing well. I have just got back from the gym. It's 1:20 on a Monday morning. I've just got back from the gym and I just did my first calisthenics session in about 2.5 weeks because this muppet injured her shoulder. And do you want to know the exciting story about how I injured my shoulder? I went to bed and I fell asleep funny. Welcome to the Dirty 30s. This is what it's like. It's just injuries happen in the most ridiculous ways. And of all the silly things I put my body through every single day, just sleeping awkwardly caused an injury. It's just classic. If you can hear that rapping in the background, that's just somebody outside playing their music really loudly. But anyway, what happened is my rib, my first rib, which goes from the base of your neck around and underneath your collarbone, which connects at your sternum, that kind of dislodged or moved a little bit, and it was like pressing up against my collarbone, and it was trapping the nerve, and it was also causing a lot of issues with like all the muscles in my neck. So at one point for about 1.5 weeks, I couldn't lift my arm past this point, and it was really, really painful. I couldn't take my top off, I couldn't take my bag off my head, I couldn't put my headphones on, tie my hair up. Imagine taking a sports bra off. It was so much, it's just so much pain involved. And obviously absolutely no upper body training, no handstands, no pull-ups, no push-ups. It was very sad. And I went through the whole roller coaster of injuries and not feeling like it's gonna get better and feeling like you have to adapt your program and of course feeling like you're gonna lose progress, even though rationally I know that's not gonna happen. You always naturally feel that way. And then after a couple of days, you start to settle into it. You get into a bit of a groove, bit of a new routine, and you kind of get your head around it a little bit. And that's what happened. And then I was like, okay, this is cool. It's time to rest a little bit. It's just my body telling me, as my dad would say, chill your herbs a little bit, just relax and do something else. So I did a lot of cardio. I'd literally just go to the gym just to get out of the house, and I would do 20 minutes on an incline walk on the treadmill, 20 minutes on a watt bike, never even been on a watt bike before. Quite interesting because it shows you the differential pressure between your 2 feet, so your 2 pedals, and you can see where you're putting that pressure as well, so then you can try and equal it out, which I was doing religiously. And then I'd do 20 minutes on maybe the Stairmaster or something else. Anything that was lower body basically. And I just did that for a couple of weeks, which was fine. And then on top of that, I just kept up my walking as well and just used the opportunity to knuckle down, get some work done. It's amazing how much more time you have in the day when you're not training, like I do, like going climbing and doing all that jazz. Although I really did miss climbing and I'm really excited to go back. I think this week I will go back. But anyway, I left the gym one day and I was, okay then. Anyway, I left the gym one day and I was in so much pain, so I messaged my osteo and he was like, well, just come in now and have a look. They worked out what the problem was, they did their magic, and it has gradually been getting better and better and better every single day. I think I'm on about day 6 or day 7 now since that, and the difference is phenomenal. So today was the first day that I felt like I could actually go and put some weight through it, as in pulling or pushing weight, because up until now, a couple of days ago I managed to hang on a bar and I managed to do a handstand, but then I tried to push up and it was an absolute no-go. Today, all the pulling felt fine. So chin-ups felt fine, pull-ups felt fine. They just felt hard because I haven't done them in a couple of weeks, but I was surprised. My form was pretty good. I was pretty happy with it. I'll just put a little clip in here. But pushing was a little bit sketchy. There was like a little bit of a sensation, but it wasn't too painful. So I think in the next day or so, that would be great, which is perfect timing because like I say, this week I wanted to climb and get some training in because next week we're going to Europe, baby. I'm so excited. Lizzie and I have hired a camper van for 2 weeks and we're camper vanning around and basically gonna smash out a ton of hiking. I will be filming it. I will be doing itineraries and doing blog posts and on my Instagram as well. I am so excited to get over to Europe and do some stuff and just do some wild swimming, all that jazz. It's gonna be phenomenal. So that is happening next week. So I'm just happy that this has kind of resolved itself, and fingers crossed, don't do anything stupid, Lucy. It will continue to resolve itself. So Cali session felt good, felt really good to be back. The other thing that I'm doing training wise is I'm working on my pistol squats because I have let them slide, and I was at Bulldog Gear shooting last week and I was with 2 girls. So I was with Lizzie and with G, and they're really good at mobility, they're really good at flexibility and like single leg strength as well. And also they are doing little challenges for 30 days. So G's doing hanging for 30 days and Lizzie's doing shrimp squats for 30 days. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to give myself a challenge of pistol squats for 30 days. So I am doing pistol squats every single day for 30 days. Doesn't matter what the variation is. I just want to try and get them back. To give you an idea, let's see what it's like at the moment. I'm going to take my Birkenstock off. So I can get down and I can usually get back up, but it's just not super convincing. I want to get it clean. I want to be able to do it without having to hold my foot. I just want to look stronger when I do it, and I just want them to feel a bit easier because they do not feel easy at all. So I'm doing that. And then this weekend just gone, I was down in Bournemouth Pool, and I was visiting the Through Duck fam at their headquarters. So just in case you're not sure who Through Duck, I really can't speak. Just in case you're wondering what I'm referring to, Through Duck is an outdoor clothing company that I do some work with. They do the sickest outdoor clothing. Honestly, I feel like such a badass when I wear it, especially when I'm outdoors in the mountains. It's incredible. It looks cool, but it's also super functional. And I'm seriously not just saying that. I love it. I'm wearing this, just their socks at the moment. I don't know if I can show you. This is the logo. This is what it looks like. And earlier this year, in April, I went over to the Faroe Islands with them and shot a campaign for a week. And it was the most amazing experience. We got to rappel off cliffs. We got the most insane hikes in. Again, if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen pictures from that. I'll put some pictures in actually, because the Faroe Islands is literally the most incredible place. Honestly, probably one of my favorite trips, bar Madeira. Madeira was incredible. It was so beautiful. It was one of those places you're literally looking at the view and you're like, my eyes are deceiving me. That is so beautiful. That can't be real. Like, it's bizarre. That there was this one hike that we did. It was a sunset hike, and just looking at the view, it was like a 700-meter like cliff into the ocean, and I was just like, my brain, it was just like, I couldn't understand it. So beautiful, and all the pictures don't even do it justice. It's one of those places that's just more beautiful in real life than it is in the pictures, which are also really beautiful. Honestly, mind-boggling. So anyway, they're a really cool company. I love what they're doing, but they're based down in Poole, Bournemouth. So I went down, checked out the headquarters. We did a little gym session, which was fun. They've got a gym in their warehouse. And then we went out for some drinks and some food. I spent the entire night doing some really dodgy dance moves on the dance floor. It was so much fun. That's why I've got a raspy voice, because I was singing so much. Oh, my battery's flashing. But anyway, it was really, really fun. And then the next day, I went for a run along the ocean front, did about 7K. It was so windy. Oh my gosh. I was actually getting like pelted with sand. It was like free exfoliant. And then had a little ocean dip, which was really nice as well. Haven't been to the ocean in a little while, so it was chef's kiss. Basically, to wrap this up before my battery dries, that has been life lately. For the rest of the day, I have to go and run some errands now. I'm in full-on let's get stuff prepared for Europe mode. Then I'm gonna head over to my mum's and we're gonna film a couple episodes of the podcast, which went live. So thank you for your support for listening to us ramble, because it was really fun. So yeah, we're gonna film a few episodes of the podcast, and then my brother, who lives in America, is in the UK for 10 days, and he is visiting my parents tonight, so I'm going to see him as well, which is amazing because I really, really miss him, and yeah, it'll be so exciting to see him. And that is pretty much it. I also might mention that I had a leak. Can you see all that damage? It's been raining. It's actually currently raining really heavily, but it's been raining really heavily here in the UK, just on and off. And I came home from a date. It was like midnight. I came home and there was just water pouring through my ceiling. I was like, oh no. Basically, the ledge above this window had filled up with water because the gutter was full apparently. It's not something that I can access, you have to get it from the apartment above. And it just started making its way through, and now the brick was all wet, and it's like crumbling a little bit. Definitely putting me on edge. But anyway, it stopped leaking now because they poured the water off. When he unplugged it, it was literally just gushing. I was on a client call and I could see the reflection in my TV, and it was just gushing off the balcony. And he came down and he's like, whoa, did you see how much water came off? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, there was someone standing below it. I hope they didn't get soaked. I was like, oh, that's awful. That's awful. But anyway, it's fixed, but now this just needs to be redecorated. So that's been happening. But yeah. Other than that, everything is A-okay. It kind of looks like we're gonna get a bit of a break in the rain, so I'm gonna quickly make a runner into town, and then we will get going to Mum's house to record this podcast. I'll see you there. So I just got back from running my errands. I also realised I spilled coffee on my bed earlier. I didn't even realise. I've just made myself a little snack. So I've got, yes, this is weird. I will pre-prepare you that it is a very strange concept. Well, the carrot sticks, not so much, but I've got a bowl of carrot sticks and some cherry tomatoes that I've chopped up. I have some sweet corn because I am literally obsessed with sweet corn. I don't know what, maybe my body is just craving something that sweet corn has because I'm obsessed. I've got hummus, mustard, and then hot sauce. This is like a, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, Naga chili sauce from M&S Foods, and it is literally amazing. I am obsessed, I don't know if I've mentioned this, obsessed with spicy foods ever since having COVID last year. I just love it, which is why I've got the mustard and the hot sauce. So I'm gonna have a little snack on this, and I thought while I do it, I will show you what I accidentally picked up in town. But my mum was like, oh, if you're nipping into town, can you go into Primark and grab me a pair of socks? And I was like, yeah, for sure. Well, that was the fatal flaw, because I ended up buying a load of stuff for my trip. I thought while I snack, we could go through some of the stuff I bought. I'll show you these first. Now, when I was in the Faroe Islands with Three Dark, they had a shoot, didn't have any suitable trainers with me. So we went and bought a pair, and the only pair that they had in the shop that kind of fit in with the style that we were shooting was this pair. They have been the best shoes I have ever owned. This was in April. I have literally worn them every single day since, and they are incredible. When I went to Madeira, I hiked in them every single day. I trail ran in them. I've done several half marathons in them in the last 6 weeks. I have done so many kilometers of walking, and I was like, right, I need to get a backup pair, because the ones that I have now, they are Gore-Tex, but because I've worn them so much, they've lost their waterproofness. So I went and basically just re-bought them. So I would 1,000,000% recommend these shoes if you're looking for a shoe. It's the Nike React Pegasus Trail for Gore-Tex. When I initially put them on, they're quite spongy underneath, and I was like, oh, how could you run in these? But I swear, this is the key to me being able to run half marathons now. And maybe, just maybe, I'm signing up for a marathon shortly. And these bad boys are gonna be on my feet, that is for sure. Quick snack break. All right, let's start going through what is in this bag. Three Dark hat, that is obviously not a purchase from today. I'll spare you this as well. It's literally just a black jumper. It's literally gonna end up covered in Hugo fluff in mere seconds. These are the culprit that I bought my mum. I bought 2 pairs of sunglasses, exactly the same pairs, because as you can see with the theme, if I like something, I stick with it. So I have a pair of sunglasses, which I always get questions about, and they were just cheap sunglasses I bought probably about 2 years ago when I was going to Croatia. I think I got them from Misguided, and they have literally been on my face ever since. And they're so scratched up, and not only that, but I lost them. And I've lost these sunglasses multiple times, but they've always ended up being found. Like they've just appeared in a suitcase or in my backpack or something. But I lost them about a week ago, and for the life of me, cannot find them anywhere. And I was quite sad because I know how good they are. So I saw these ones. I've been trying to find a replacement. I saw these ones, and they are almost the same shape. I need to get some scissors. So I bought these sunglasses because they are almost identical shape, and I've been trying for honestly about a year to find something really similar. But these are the sunglasses. These cost me the handsome sum of £2.50. So I just got them because they're good for driving, they're good for just chucking in my backpack, they're not expensive, and I bought a backup pair because I dislike the shape of them. That being said, I have ordered some sunglasses specifically for hiking to protect my eyes, because when you're in the mountains, it's a lot brighter, you're a lot closer to the sun, you're out all day, and it's important to protect your eyes. So I've ordered those. They should be arriving tomorrow. Right, and then this is the stuff that basically I haven't tried on, which I might quickly try on. I bought, you'll see a theme here. I bought some cargos. So my friend bought some really similar ones from Zara, and I was in Primark and I was like, actually, they look really similar, so I thought I'd pick them up. Let me just take this off. This is those pants. Oh my gosh, they're so thin and so comfy. They've got a drawstring which actually works, so you can tighten them. Pockets, I love them, so good. These are gonna be perfect for traveling. Yes! Next up, I've got these shorts, but they don't fit how I wanted them to. I kind of wanted them to be a little bit looser on the thighs. However, they're quite tight, but I like the style of them. I feel like for hiking, they're kind of cute. Not in terms of hiking long hikes, but if I'm just doing like an evening walk or something like that, they're quite nice. They didn't have many sizes. They only had 6s or 14s, so I was pretty much pigeonholed into getting a 6. So this is a 6, and while it fits, it just doesn't fit the way I want it to. So I might go back in a couple of days' time and see if they have a bigger size. And then finally, the last 2 things that I got are 2 flannels. But yeah, these are those. And I just remembered I got one more thing. This is the final thing. I thought it would be nice for like the middle seasons. I'll show you in the mirror. So if you do it up, it looks like this, but obviously at the moment you'll probably, well, I probably would because I'm always cold. This is really hard to do with one hand. But at the moment you'd probably wear it open. And I was thinking I'd probably just wear this with a pair of jeans, something like that, tuck it in at the front and just have it like this. I thought it was just a nice little jumper. I'm gonna eat my snacks because I haven't been doing that. And then I'm gonna hustle my butt to pick up my contact lenses and then get to Mum's to film this podcast episode. So chat to you guys in a bit. Are you ready? Let's go, go on, go on. You hold on to me like I'm already gone. Whisper your words like secrets written in an old moleskin. It is Wednesday. I look a little bit mad because I just got back from the gym. It is 10 to 9. I had 2 intentions. Hey Hughes. I had 2 intentions today. One was to wake up at 5 a.m. and do some work for an hour. And the second one was then to leave at 6 a.m. and go to the gym and get a gym session in really, really early. One of those things happened. I went to bed and I just couldn't sleep. Point in fact is that I woke up at 5 a.m. I stopped my alarm and then I slept through and I woke up and it was 6 and I was like, no. So I jumped out of bed, put on my gym gear and I went and did a leg session, which surprisingly, I was like, this is not gonna feel good with the energy level that I had, but surprisingly went very well. I think I pretty much PB'd everything, which is amazing. Probably all the chocolate that I ate before I went to bed helped fuel me through that one. Although when I was doing sled pushes at the end, oh my gosh, I put on an extra 10 kilos and my stomach was literally growling. I was like, I am so hungry right now. It's calmed down a little bit now. I'm actually just about to jump on some calls. That's why I wanted to get everything done really early because I've basically got a super busy day. I've got 3 check-in calls and a consultation that I need to do. So I'm gonna smash those out. Then I'm gonna have some breakfast and I'm about to make myself another coffee. Oh, was that right, Hughes? Well, anyway, I can't quite remember what it was. I need to get my coffee ready and then we're gonna do these calls, have some brekkie, and then sort out my face because I've got to film a load of YouTube videos. I also have to run a load of errands today and I need to sort my life out. Whoa, because I've got a wedding to attend tomorrow, which is very exciting, but I look a mess. Look at that big fluffy booty. Look at that big fluffy bum. Glorious. Glorious, huh? Good boy. Should we make a coffee? Do you want a baby Gino? Yeah. All right, let's go make a coffee. All right, calls are done and I just got a delivery of the sunglasses that I ordered. So I thought, oh, that was a fail. Let's try them out and see and hope that they look all right because like I say, there's no return. Anyway, the brand is Sun God. It's not gonna focus because it's too dark. Oh, there we go. And I feel like I went for the safe option, but we will see. They're called the Zephyrs, that's the style, and I got them in all black because I just don't dress in anything else. This is the shape. Like I say, even if they don't suit me, it's more the functionality that I care about. So they're literally black the whole way around. Oof, I can see the polarized lens. I don't know, do they suit me? I must say that the actual sharpness of the vision when you look through them is actually really impressive. Yeah, they're kind of cool, I like them. They look like the Oakleys, I can't remember the name of the Oakleys, but they're very similar in the shape. I feel like I look really weird in this camera, but no, they're cool. The main thing is that they're gonna protect my eyes, and also, I feel like this is so strange. Vision is really sharp, which is great, perfect for hiking. So, good, win-win. Happy days. Anyway, now that I've finished my calls, I'm going to get changed. I'm going to go out and get a coffee and get some steps in because I haven't been on a walk yet this morning, which is not like me because I went to the gym. I'm gonna do that, catch up with some of my messages, plan out what I'm doing this afternoon in terms of all the filming that I've got to do, and then we're gonna smash out a load of filming. Oh, I need to have breakfast as well. My hunger level is like dropped now. I'm still gonna eat. I'll probably eat when I get back from coffee. All right, let's go. I've run a few errands, I've got a load of stuff. I actually went and got a load of photos printed out as well because I need to change a lot of the photos that I have framed, like these ones. I need to change them around a little bit, freshen up the place, change a few of those photos. And I also want to pick these up from my car because I adopted some new artwork. Basically, my brother, my younger brother, lives in America, and this is stuff that he left in England at my parents' place, and my parents are trying to palm it off to anyone who'll take it. And I was like, I'll take it, I'm all for artwork. But now I've got to decide where I'm going to put it. So I'll show you what I've got. Hold on one second. Let me place you down here. First of all, this big print of Manhattan. So I need to give it a clean because it's been in a cupboard or a wardrobe or something. So this is, I'm thinking, gonna go in my bedroom. Then I love a book cover, especially books that I've read. I'll show you in a second some of the other ones I have. But this is another one that he had, which was A Clockwork Orange. I'll come a little bit closer. I read this book in Australia, and honestly, it was a journey. It was an actual journey. When I was in Australia, I actually read quite a lot of like classic books and kind of well-known books, which were fiction. I don't really do that anymore. I pretty much solely read like evidence-based stuff, stuff related to work, mindset, all that sort of stuff, self-development. I love that stuff. I should probably get into reading a bit more fiction. But anyway, when I read this book, it was interesting because afterwards I was reading up a little bit about it, and they were talking about the fact that you kind of become it's really hard to explain, but if you've read the book, you'll understand. They have their own way of speaking, and you almost feel like you're brainwashed into understanding that. I feel like I need to read that book again. It's very violent, but it's a good book. It's very interesting. So anyway, I digress. This is the other print that he has palmed off to me successfully. I love the colour. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I'm wondering whether it might go in one of the bathrooms. Also, this is not actually the book cover. This is when they made it into a movie. But that is the one I have there. This is the other one that I was referring to. So On the Road by Jack Kerouac. And my little brother actually bought that for me literally about 15 years ago because I'm always on the road traveling. He obviously predicted the future. And then this is the other one that I have in my spare bathroom. So George Orwell's one of my well, it is my favorite book, 1984 by George Orwell. I don't think I've ever really done an art tour, but my God, it would take so long that we're not even gonna bother doing it. But I'm thinking that other massive one, the Manhattan one, might go in here. I don't know, what do you reckon? Or the other option is, so I'd probably put the massive print in there, and then my other option is to put the Clockwork Orange one in here above the toilet. Ignore this plant. It's looking very sad and sorry for itself. We're not going to go back into the plants. They're not doing too badly, to be fair. They're not doing too badly. So I'm going to have a little play around with these and work out where I want to put them. And I will update you once I've done it. Otherwise, I'm just organising some stuff and sorting out some housework. And I will also show you when I change those photos over, because I got some printed out. I'll go back in here and show you. I got some extras printed out because, oh my gosh, Hugo's in here. I was like, what's happened to the bedding? Hi. So I made this board a little while ago, which is like, I kind of call it a vision board. It's like a memory board, and I have these things I collect from my travels. So like stickers from cafes, badges. I'm like, my toxic trait is collecting beer mats from different pubs. So this is like my happiness board, and I bought a second one so that I can do another one and use all the other bits and bobs I have, because I've done quite a lot of traveling since then, and I don't know what I've actually, oh, I think it's in the other room, but I mean, these are just some of the beer mats that I've collected. Stickers that I've picked up, so that's from Red Rock Canyon in Las Vegas. Anyway, I'm going to get back to work and finishing off all this organisation, and I will catch up with you guys probably when I'm doing my little vision board. I'll chat to you guys later. I just thought I'd quickly show you this one, which I've just framed up, which is me in the Faroe Islands on that Through Dark trip. Abseiling, can you imagine? Rappelling into a gorge. We literally got off the plane and went straight here about 20 minutes away and just jumped off this gorge. Good memories. But anyway, this is the little setup that I have done so far. I'm not sure if it'll stay this way, but I've gone for like a bit more of a darker vibe here. And then the clockwork orange one I've just put in the hallway for now, and I've changed it around because what was there is now in this room up here. So this one is one I got from Budapest when I went to Budapest with my mum earlier this year. Good morning. There we go. Right, this is done. How are we? It is Thursday and I am hustling to get ready to go out because I have a wedding today. Obviously not my wedding. My friend is getting married. I went to the gym really early and did a cali session, which was amazing. It was so good to actually be able to do calisthenics again. Oh, it's such a good feeling. So I did that at 6:30. I actually saw the groom and all the groomsmen because they came in to do a little training session. Unusual, but I think they were just trying to burn off the nerves, which I can honestly relate to because I can't relate, but I don't think I could handle getting married. I cannot handle that pressure. I don't know, I would just elope, I think. So I went to that, then I went for a walk, and I've just been into town to just grab a few bits that I needed. I needed to get some setting powder, not that I have a clue what I'm doing, but I just picked this one up, and I had to go and get a card, some cash out for the gift, and some breakfast. So I'm just gonna have one of these porridge pots. This is like a gluten-free, dairy-free, wheat-free one, just because I can't have dairy. But I also feel like gluten does aggravate my skin sometimes, like some types of gluten. So I'm trying it for a little while to see if it helps. So I've got that. I just added some chia seeds in there to like bulk it out. I've got a banana, and I'm gonna add some bloobs in there as well. And then I was talking to someone the other day, and they were talking about the fact that they dip protein bars in their coffee, and it's been living in my mind rent-free. So I picked up the salted caramel grenade bar. I'm making it out like I actually eat these really regularly. I actually don't really have them that often because of my skin, but I saw it and I was like, I'm gonna dip that into my porridge. That's what I'm having for breakfast. I need to go and quickly pack all my stuff because I'm gonna go over to my friend's house and we're gonna get ready together, just a couple of the girls. So that'll be really fun. I can hear the church bells ringing. That means it's 11, which means I'm already meant to be on my way. Right, I'm gonna let these oats seep and get thicker. I'm gonna go and pack all my stuff up. I'll try and take some little photos or maybe some little clips of like us getting ready or whatever, but don't hate me if I don't because I may also forget. Also, I'm not drinking. I'm just decided that I don't want to drink today, and so I'm driving, and it'll be interesting to go to a wedding, firstly solo, secondly not having a drink at all, but I'm actually looking forward to feeling fresh and seeing everyone else get really sloppy and just witnessing the excitement because I can still dance without a drink. Like, yeah, I can pull out some really dodgy dance moves regardless of whether I've had a drink or not. So I'm really excited for that. So yeah, let's get going. I'm just trying the protein bar dipped in the yogurt, the oat. It's actually really good. I reckon that would be actually really elite in a coffee. Right, I really gotta go. Good morning. It has sure been a couple of days. It's now Saturday morning, which is really bad. I've just made myself that little thing of oats. And by the way, these are from Tesco's, so still going with these just for this week and seeing how we go. And like I say, today I've added bloobs, chia seeds, and banana. And I also had half of a protein bar because now that is actually a really good addition. Having that protein bar, something on my lens. I don't know. Having a protein bar dipped into that or coffee is just really, really good. But anyway, I thought I'd just fill you in quickly. I will actually film something this week that's not just in my bedroom or in my lounge room. I have actually been doing some stuff. Today, let's start today, It is now 11:30. I went for a walk this morning and then I went to the gym, did a leg session. I think I filmed it so you'll be able to see it. It was good. I was waiting for a squat rack and there wasn't one available because I was meant to do hip thrust squats and then RDLs, and there wasn't one available, so I was like, it's okay, I'll just sub it out for lunges. So I started doing my lunges. I did 3 sets, and on my 4th set, a squat rack became available, and I'm just too stubborn to not do it. I was like, oh, okay, I'll do them. So I did those, but it felt like a proper grind, to be honest with you. I've had a couple of nights of not much sleep, so I feel good, but mentally I feel quite tired, so I was just a bit exhausted. But the gym session was good, and I'm glad I went, and I'm just having my breakfast now. So yesterday I did some work in the morning, and then I gave my apartment like a good clean, and then I had a date. We went bouldering, which is always a fun date, and I climbed really well. I was actually really happy. I haven't climbed in a couple of weeks just because of my injury, and I was really happy with my climbing. I felt strong. I felt like I was even my skill work, felt it was so much better. But you have these days. I kind of had this discussion with clients all the time because a lot of my clients boulder just because they enjoy it, and we talk about having good climbing days and bad climbing days, and it doesn't matter. It's the same with handstands. It doesn't matter how often you do something or how good you get at something. It's just some days where it clicks and everything feels good, and there's some days where it feels like an absolute grind. So anyway, yesterday was a good climbing day. Absolutely whooped his butt, and then we went bowling and played pool in the evening. So we went and had a couple of beers, then played bowling. I won. I got so many strikes, and that is just not like me at all. I'm really rubbish at this sort of stuff, but I nearly doubled his score, which I was like, wow, that's impressive. Even I was impressed. And then we played pool, which again, not my forte in any way, and I just had some really good shots. I was like, what is going on? There must be something in this beer or something going on. After that, we went and had dinner, and I was really vibing some pizza. I was like, I really want pizza. So we went to a new place in Nottingham, which is a franchise in the UK. It's called Pizza Pilgrims, and I knew it had really good reviews in Nottingham, so I was like, let's go there. I can't remember what I had. I had like a pepperoni with a maple honey glaze and chili. It was probably, this is a big thing, probably the best pizza I've ever had in my life. It was amazing, and I've had lots of pizza. Honestly, it was incredible, and I'm not saying that because I wasn't drunk. I literally just had 1 or 2 beers, and it was just so good. And we sat outside. It was about 10:30 at night. It started raining when we were sitting outside, but it was so lovely just to sit and eat pizza, and it was really, really good. It's just incredible. So, and also he had pizza. He had pesto on his pizza, so I kind of kept stealing a bit of that as well, it was just so good. Something that I do when I go and get pizza, because I can't eat dairy. A lot of places are really good now and they do plant-based cheeses, but I'm not actually that fussed about the cheese. So I usually just order a normal pizza and just ask for no cheese, and it tastes amazing. It's just like a flatbread with tomato sauce and loads of topping on it, and it's incredible. So that's that. The night before was the wedding. I took a few photos, but I didn't really get that many because I just spent the whole night dancing and having fun. I ended up wearing that light blue dress. Some of the girls I was getting ready with were like, wear the light blue one, not the dark blue one. So I did. It was such a good wedding. Probably one of the best weddings I've been to. It wasn't too big, it wasn't too small. It was just such a perfect amount of people. It was a really good atmosphere. The music was amazing. The food was incredible. Like the portions, big portions. And I'm a big portions girl. They were big portions. So yeah, it was so much fun. And there was a guy, so when we first got there was he's called a mentalist, going around doing tricks, and it's kind of like a magician, but he's like mind games. So he did that, and he did a dice thing with me, which was very impressive. But then there was a guy afterwards, after the ceremony, and he was walking around doing people's caricatures, and I have always wanted a caricature done of me. I've always been interested to know what they'd pick up on my face. I think they are so cool. So I was like, I need to get one. So I went and queued up, and I'm gonna go show you 1 second. How amazing is that? That's exactly, it's literally, look. I feel like he's absolutely nailed it. I mean, it's a little bit savage, but I was like, that's absolutely fine. Go as savage as you want. He even got my bum chin, which people are like, I didn't even know you had a bum chin. I'm like, yeah, I know. It's crazy. Like, I used to hate my bum chin. It's not super obvious when I go like that. You can see it. But my teeth, I think he got my teeth like perfect. My eyebrows, like my freckles, even the creases on my eyes. Like when I smile, I get that like chubby cheek, and then I get this crease in my eyes. And I had my hair like that. And he even got my necklaces on as well. Like, it's just so incredible. So I need to get a frame for that, because that is definitely being added into the artwork collection. Honestly, literally, it was incredible. How good is that to have at your wedding as well? Like, what an amazing thing. So yeah, I was so happy with that. But yeah, it was an amazing night. It was so good. And now, like I say, it's Saturday lunchtime, and I've been doing some work as well this morning, so I've been doing some stuff for the app. But the plan is I'm gonna eat this, and then I'm gonna go and drive and meet my parents. They're going to IKEA in Sheffield, so I'm gonna go and meet them because I'm not gonna see them again before I go away for a couple of weeks. So I'm gonna go spend some quality time with them, and then I'm just gonna work this evening when I get back. I've done basically everything I need to. The flat's in order. I haven't packed. I haven't even started organising anything for that, and I leave in 2 days, but we'll get to it, it's fine, it'll be fine. And tomorrow I'm gonna spend the morning doing some work, so I've got some programming, some editing, and some filming to do. But then, I'm gonna go with John, and we're gonna go and do some climbing, and this is the first time since my shoulder injury that I'm gonna be back on lead, so it will be exciting. And then yeah, Monday, we need to organise and pack, so I head down to London in the evening, and then we're off on Tuesday morning first thing. So yeah, lots of exciting stuff to be getting on with. There's so much to do. Obviously loads of work I need to get on top of as well, which I love, so it's just gonna be a busy couple of days, but you're coming along with me, that's the main thing. And for now, we are gonna go to Sheffield and go and see Mama Liz. No, it is Sunday morning. It's been a productive morning so far. I woke up, I did my programming for my clients, I went for my morning walk, did my pistol squats, day 7 of 30, feeling so-so. They never feel good, do they? And I've just finished filming. I finished filming a video for YouTube, and now I am gonna quickly grab my stuff and go over to John's, and we're gonna go climbing. I literally have eaten so much food this morning. I'm like just famished. I've eaten loads of food. Hopefully that'll fuel me for my climbing. And I'm gonna make a coffee and jump in the car. So let's get going because I'm probably gonna be running late. Pretty much always wear these when I climb now, which is my Lululemon Aligns, but they've got a pocket, so they're quite handy. When I first wore them, I was like, don't love the pockets, but now I'm basically obsessed. So I pretty much always run in these, and I use them for climbing. And then day to day, if I'm just going for walks. Pockets are just so useful. So anyway, I'm gonna wear these. I'm just gonna wear this tank top because it's easy. I don't have to think about it.